Hey, Yankees fans, buckle up because there's so much happening right now that is shaping the future of this team in ways that are incredibly exciting. The Arizona Fall League has once again proven to be a stage where the next generation of stars can step up, and the New York Yankees are seeing that firsthand. One player in particular, Cade Smith, has been making waves, showing why he could be an essential piece of the organization moving forward. Now, Cade isn't just another prospect on the list. Coming in as the 19th best prospect in the Yankee system, he entered the Arizona Fall League determined to make a statement, and that's exactly what he did. Throughout the league, which serves as a crucial development ground for players after the regular season, prospects like Smith get the opportunity to prove themselves, to showcase their talents in front of major league evaluators, and to demonstrate that they belong in the spotlight. It's a league that has historically produced superstars, and seeing Cade perform at such a high level reinforces the Yankees' reputation for developing young pitchers who can eventually contribute at the highest level. Cade's performance was nothing short of remarkable. In his second outing in the league, he leaned heavily on his breaking balls and retired the first 11 batters he faced, paving the way for a 6-3 victory for Mesa over Salt River at Sloan Park. Although he did allow a single to his final hitter, who later scored, it hardly took away from what was an exceptional 3 2/3 innings of work, complete with 5 strikeouts. The focus and precision he showed on the mound exemplified his mindset as a pitcher committed to development and improvement. This is exactly the kind of dedication you hope to see from a prospect who is ranked 19th, someone who is striving to carve out their own space and make a name for themselves in an organization that takes pride in nurturing talent. The Yankees system has a reputation for producing strong pitching talent, and the trajectory we've seen from Cade Smith is a testament to that. Over the last few years, the team has been particularly successful in cultivating pitchers who, even if they aren't initially drafted by New York, find ways to evolve and compete at the major league level. Smith's journey through the minors in 2025 is a perfect example of this process. He began the season in the Florida Coast League, advanced to Tampa, and concluded in Hudson Valley, each step showing increased command and consistency. By the time he reached Hudson Valley, his ERA had improved to 2.76, an impressive feat considering the higher level of competition. The ability to elevate performance against tougher opponents is exactly what separates good prospects from great ones, and it reflects the work ethic and mental approach that Cade brings to the table. It's not just raw talent. It's understanding the game, refining his mechanics, and executing pitches with precision. This kind of development is vital for the Yankees, who are always balancing established stars like Max Fried, Garrett Cole, and Carlos Rodon with emerging talents who could eventually step into key rotation roles. The organization knows that injuries, fluctuations in performance, and playoff pressure require depth, and players like Cade Smith are integral to maintaining that balance and securing the team's long-term competitiveness. Watching Smith handle adversity, particularly coming back from shoulder issues earlier in the season, highlights his resilience and determination. Despite limited innings during the regular season, he approached the Arizona Fall League with the mindset of maximizing every opportunity, knowing that this stage could define his trajectory. He didn't simply rely on his natural gifts. He focused on execution, on refining his arsenal, and on becoming a pitcher who could command attention in a major league organization. With a mid-80s slider, a solid low-80s curveball, and a fastball topping out at 96 miles per hour, he has the tools to challenge hitters at every level. But even more importantly, he's developing the mental game, learning to be more than just a thrower, focusing on strategy, sequencing, and the ability to outthink batters. That evolution in mindset is what makes a prospect like Cade Smith truly special, because it shows he understands that success isn't just about velocity or spin. It's about execution, consistency, and growth over time. The Arizona Fall League has been a proving ground for countless players who have gone on to become legends in Major League Baseball. Names like Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, Max Scherzer, Mookie Betts, Derek Jeter, Chase Utley, Freddie Freeman, Roy Halladay, Aaron Judge, and Todd Helton all spent time in this league, honing their skills and learning how to translate potential into performance. Cade Smith is following in those footsteps, demonstrating that the league's reputation as a talent incubator remains as strong as ever. His performance reminds us that even a player ranked 19th on a prospect list can emerge as a critical asset when given the right opportunities, the right coaching, and the determination to succeed. Every inning he pitches, every strikeout he records, and every adjustment he makes at this stage matters tremendously, not just for his personal growth, but for the future of the Yankees' pitching staff. Cade's focus on execution rather than just pure velocity marks a significant turning point in his development. He's not just throwing hard. He's thinking, strategizing, and evolving as a pitcher who can compete at the highest level. This is a crucial distinction, especially when looking at how pitchers like Aroldis Chapman initially relied solely on velocity before refining their approach to achieve longevity and success. Cade Smith's awareness and willingness to embrace this learning process at a young age positions him well for sustained growth and eventual impact in the major leagues. His journey through multiple levels during the 2025 season, his ability to maintain a strong ERA despite advancing competition, and his willingness to challenge himself in the Arizona Fall League collectively underscore why the Yankees might have another future star in the making. It's also important to consider how players from the Arizona Fall League can quickly change the dynamics of an organization. Just look at Caleb Durham, who became a sought-after asset due to his performance in the league, eventually being traded in a move that brought a top tier closer to another team. The league not only reveals talent, but can elevate a player's value in ways that impact roster construction and organizational strategy. For Cade Smith, excelling here is about more than personal achievement. It's about signaling to the Yankees that he is ready for bigger challenges, that he is willing to put in the work, and that he possesses the competitiveness to thrive in high-pressure environments. The level of focus and skill he displayed in the Arizona Fall League, striking out 14 of 21 batters faced while allowing only 9 base runners over 2 2/3 innings despite dealing with shoulder issues, illustrates both his talent and his commitment. He is not only physically capable, but mentally prepared to handle the rigors of pitching at a higher level. This combination of mental acuity, technical skill, and resilience is exactly what teams look for when developing long-term pitching prospects, and it's why the Yankees have reason to be excited about what Cade can become in the coming years. Cade Smith's story so far is a testament to the effectiveness of the Yankees' developmental system, which consistently nurtures pitchers from the minor leagues to positions where they can contribute in meaningful ways. The fact that he has shown progression with every step, improving ERA, handling tougher competition, mastering breaking balls, and learning to think like a professional pitcher, is a clear indication that his trajectory is upward. Observers who watch the Arizona Fall League closely know that performances like his can be predictive of future success in the majors, and that's why there is such anticipation surrounding his career. The Yankees have a long history of cultivating homegrown pitching talent, and Cade Smith fits seamlessly into that narrative, showing that the tradition of developing competitive, high-level pitchers continues strong. Even as we watch Cade develop, it's impossible not to think about the bigger picture. The Yankees have balanced their roster with established stars and emerging talents, ensuring depth and continuity in the rotation. While pitchers like Max Fried, Garrett Cole, and Carlos Rodon bring experience and stability, prospects like Cade provide the promise of future dominance, the potential to become reliable contributors who can shoulder responsibility when needed. In this context, Cade's journey through the Arizona Fall League is not just about a single season. It's about preparing to meet the demands of a major league career, understanding the grind, and cultivating the mindset necessary for sustained success. When examining his arsenal, the progress is evident. The combination of slider, curveball, and fastball with precise control and increasing velocity reflects both physical ability and strategic growth. Equally critical is the mental aspect, the ability to think ahead, adjust to hitters, and maintain composure under pressure. These are the qualities that transform a promising prospect into a cornerstone of a franchise, and the Yankees are clearly paying attention. From his start in the Florida Coast League to his appearances with Hudson Valley, Cade has shown a consistent upward trajectory that speaks volumes about his dedication, adaptability, and resilience. He is a pitcher who understands the value of the Arizona Fall League as a platform to not just showcase skill, but to learn, grow, and position himself for greater challenges ahead. The fact that he returned from shoulder issues to post a 2.13 ERA over 2 2/3 innings, striking out 14 batters, is a clear demonstration of both talent and perseverance. Every pitch, every outing, and every adjustment adds to the foundation that could one day make him a key figure in the Yankees rotation. Cade Smith's rise in the Arizona Fall League reminds us why this league remains so critical in baseball's development pipeline. It's a place where raw talent meets opportunity, where mental toughness is as essential as physical skill, and where the next generation of stars can make their mark. Watching him execute pitches with precision, refine his breaking balls, and maintain focus under competitive conditions is exciting not only for Yankees fans, but for anyone who appreciates the evolution of a young pitcher into a major league asset. And this is just the beginning of his story. Every performance, every inning, and every strikeout in this league is a step toward the bigger goal, establishing himself as a legitimate major league pitcher and carving out a role in one of baseball's most storied franchises. The Arizona Fall League has always been a stage for players to accelerate their development, and Cade Smith is proving he has the tools, the mindset, and the dedication to make the most of this opportunity, leaving fans eager to see how his career unfolds in the coming seasons. Continuing from Cade Smith's breakthrough in the Arizona Fall League, it's important to recognize just how much this stage can influence a player's trajectory and the future of a franchise. The Yankees have long understood the value of giving prospects like Smith the environment to challenge themselves, and it's paying off in impressive ways. Cade's approach on the mound has been meticulous. He's not just relying on raw talent, but is instead demonstrating the mental acuity necessary to compete at the next level. Every pitch he throws is calculated, with his fastball consistently touching 92 to 94 miles per hour and his breaking ball strategically sequenced to keep hitters off balance. It's not just about overpowering the batter. It's about execution, the timing of pitches, and the intelligence behind every throw. This level of sophistication at such a young age is exactly what the Yankees hope to cultivate in their rising stars, and Cade Smith is proving that he fits this mold perfectly. His ability to adapt to increasing levels of competition this past season shows a maturity that goes beyond what many would expect from someone ranked 19th in the organization's prospect list. Starting in the Florida Coast League and progressing through Tampa before finishing in Hudson Valley, Cade demonstrated consistency, control, and improvement with each step. His ERA improvement from earlier stages to a 2.76 in High A reflects his ability to handle higher stakes and stronger opponents without letting pressure affect his performance. This is precisely the type of development the Yankees look for when assessing long-term rotation pieces, because consistency under pressure is the hallmark of pitchers who can eventually anchor a staff at the major league level. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. A sudden tremor rippled through the baseball world today as whispers emerging from behind closed doors began to grow into something louder, almost a roar. According to internal chatter said to originate from ESPN insiders, elite closer Josh Hader is on the verge of joining the New York Yankees. Nothing has been officially confirmed, no press conference scheduled, no banners printed, yet the noise around this supposed agreement has reached a point where even the most skeptical observers are pausing mid-sentence. Club executives on both coasts have reportedly gone silent, which only fuels the speculation. Anonymous voices claiming proximity to the talks insist that negotiations accelerated at lightning speed, catching rival teams completely off guard. Hader, long considered one of the most dominant bullpen arms in the sport, has been linked to the Yankees in passing before, but never with this level of conviction. Now the rumor mill suggests the two sides have reached an agreement in principle, whatever that might mean in the current landscape of carefully choreographed leaks and strategic denials. Around the league, players and agents are said to be texting each other nonstop, trying to confirm whether the bombshell is real or just another off-season mirage. Clubhouse staff in New York have reportedly been seen in unusually high spirits, though no one dares attach their name to any interpretation of that mood. Meanwhile, fans are buzzing, dissecting every cryptic post, every eyebrow-raising comment, every subtle social media interaction that might hint at hater preparing to don pinstripes. The Yankees front office has offered no statement, neither denial nor acknowledgement, which, in the court of public opinion, only deepens the sense that something monumental might be unfolding. Whether this is a done deal or simply the latest spark in the eternal flame of baseball rumor, no one can say with certainty. But one thing is clear. The entire league is holding its breath, waiting to see if this thunderous whisper becomes reality or fades back into the swirling fog of speculation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.